Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Today's episode is powered by Perfect Sports Nutrition. Today's video is a preview of the workouts and lessons that you will get at bazookatraining.com. If you like it, head over to the website bazookatraining.com, sign up, and get all these workouts. There's over 300 to learn from. All right, let's get into today's video. Boom! Welcome back to bazookatraining.com here in the home workouts section. Today we're focusing on combo rhythm. You can throw your combination 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Which is same rhythm. But today we're gonna work on throwing the same combination but with different rhythm and tempo. Okay, so let's get into our first round. Make sure you're nicely warmed up before you start our first technical round. And the first thing we're gonna work on is just throwing our basic combination, okay? So we're gonna start and we're gonna build on it as well. So let's start with the classic jab, cross, hook, round kick, okay? And you notice the tempo we're on now, 1, 2, 3, kick, okay? So you're gonna hear me clapping a lot to kind of give you the example, right? 1, 2, 3, kick, okay? Again, 1, 2, 3, kick. Once you've established a constant rhythm here, right? 4, this is when we can start changing up the rhythm a little bit. Now, to do it, okay, what you want to understand is right now you have 4 strikes, right? And you're doing them with that, like I said, that same beat, that same rhythm. So now what you can do is you can even split them up in 2. So that's the easiest way for me. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's the same combination, but now I split the 4 into 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what the 1, 2 does and why I like different pauses is because in that pause, I can kind of create something, right? The 1, 2, it may allow me to throw my third one as a level change if I get the guard up, and then this one flies right after, okay? So pauses might let you be defensive, get the hand back up. It might let you see your opponent's arms so you can level change a little bit. So a lot of subtle differences and little kind of things you can pick up from those little pauses, okay? So now we split them in half. Now you could even go a little bit more different, right? You can go jab, right? Cross hook, round kick. So now the break is after the first jab, 1, 2, boom, right? Jab, 2, 3, low kick, moving around, okay? Even with this drill, I always repeat myself in every video, but just because we're working combo and rhythm, you have to put the whole system together. The enter, the exit, the circling, the turning. So that's why we have our cone. I'm circling in, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So in this first round, we did steady pace rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, kick. We added a pause in between, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we added the pause after the first strike. Jab, cross hook, round kick, okay? So again, the last one you can add is you can throw the 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, pause, throw your kick after that one, right? 1, 2, 3, pause, maybe throw a head kick at the time, right? You can change up those different rhythms, okay? So that's just using the basic for now, okay? So what I want you to do in this round now is what we're gonna add a hook cross round kick, okay? So it's a nice long combination, but it's one that makes sense, okay? So it just gives you more time to level and rhythm change, okay? So it goes 1, 2, 3, kick, pause, hook cross, switch kick, right? It's one long combination, but because this is a drill of rhythm and tempo, by adding the second combination, it allows us to kind of change again. Now, when you do this combo, I still want you to think about it as 2 different combos right now, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, boom, pause, 1, 2, kick, okay? Hook, cross, kick. So right now, there's 2 combos with constant rhythm. 1, 2, 3, kick, the pause, hook, cross, switch, okay? Now, with the same system we did with the first part, you add it to the second combination. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, hook, cross, pause again, kick again, right? So it all depends on the reaction of your opponent when you're sparring or fighting, but this is a nice combination that allows you to practice this, okay? So experiment, get into it, and build it in even more, okay? So, boom, okay? Change it up. And now you always kind of have to think to yourself, why are you doing that pause, right? So even with the pause, 1, 2, I might angle change before. That would be the more advanced application of using those pauses, right? So not only now are you changing each time where the pause is, where the rhythm break is, okay? You're now changing subtle angles. So 1, 2, maybe hook here, boom, come again, hook cross, switch kick, okay? So angles with the breaks, it's just gonna kind of advance the type of technique you're throwing, okay? So at this point now, we're changing the pauses, we're changing breaks, we're changing little angles, okay? And what we're gonna do now in this last round is we're gonna put together an entire system that's gonna really give you an example of rhythm and level changes as well. This last round is specifically more for the more advanced of the channel. But if you're still new, you can still think about this and how we do it and just slow it down. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna add jabs before you attack, okay? Jabs and feints, because good tempo and rhythm change works really well off the jab. So I can 1, 1, 2, okay? And then once I establish my jab pattern, I'm gonna go into that combination, okay? So take your time, think about it, establish with feints and jabs on rhythm and tempo. Usually with rhythm and tempo jabs, I say throw jabs in threes. You can go 1, 2, 3. I can go 1, 2, 3. I can go 1, feint, 2, 2, right? So you can see how I'm using feinting as well to break the rhythm, right? Break that tempo up a little bit to kind of change things up. Once you kind of establish the jab, boom, you build in the combination, okay? Try to build in those angle changes as well. And with the level changes, right? If you're advanced, you got to be switching those kick levels, right? Even that left hook, I might find my jab, boom, boom, 1, 2, find the body, find the head kick, angle change, hook cross, boom, okay? So the main concept of changing rhythm and tempo, which you'll find in fighting, is to confuse your opponent. Too many people think these combinations have to be advanced. You need to be so tricky. You need to add all these spectacular feints. Really, when you really want to change up a combination, it's very simple just to change the rhythm and the tempo, okay? Even using feints, get your opponent getting jittery, not knowing if you're attacking, when you're attacking. Is it a strike? Is it a feint? By putting the whole system together, you realize your opponent's gonna have a hard time. There's nothing too fancy or crazy about it. All you're doing is adding the pauses, subtle angles, some feints, and now adding the jab on rhythm and tempo. You're kind of setting the stage with a beautiful off rhythm. So now your opponent never really knows, is he jabbing, is he not jabbing, is the combo coming? And then you're overloading the system, and that's the whole point, right? It's a simple concept, but it really allows you to kind of overload your opponent's mind. Is he striking, is he not? But the best part is, if you're advanced, you're level changing. So they don't know if you're gonna hit low, middle, high, kind of what angle you're gonna be on with what strike. Simple combination with rhythm and tempo changes can be very effective, okay? If this combination is too long for you, stick to the jab, cross, hook, round kick. Okay? Then once you really master that, add the tempo jab, right? The jabs in threes, single, single, double, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, right? Always change up different rhythms. It's honestly like you'll hear people talk about it, banging the drum, dribbling a basketball, catch that rhythm, catch that tempo, change levels, change angles, and then a basic combination becomes advanced and effective even at the highest level, all right? Hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you next time here at bazookatraining.com. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, 1, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's gonna give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're gonna be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.